Hello, 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 hello. Good evening. I forgot to turn stars off. Please do not send me any stars. I do not want any stars. Thank you, much appreciated. How is everybody this evening? How are we doing? All right? I've got the Education for All t-shirt on. Haha. Having a good week. Been to transition day again at Oliver House with my little Harvey dearest. Hello there, Steph. God, that sounded so stupid, doesn't it? Apologies, Steph. Hello. I'll be a bit more. No, it's not gonna happen. We'll stick with the hello there, Steph. Stephanie's had an amazing week already. To say it's only Tuesday, but independent specialist named for one of her minis. What more could you ask for? Steph, like, nah, I don't like formal. Of course, because I don't do pissing formal. I don't know how to. Honestly. Evening, Zoe. Are you feeling any better, Zoe? Hello there, Laura. I've stopped crying now. Good. I'm glad you are. Although I was quite happy that they were happy tears. But no need for crying anymore. How's everyone's week been? Like I said, Steph's had an amazing week already. Laura had a shit start to her week, but I am certain my rewriting of that EHCP helped. Steph, what a good week. What's when 14 Critchlow or such a strange feeling and still doesn't feel real? It won't feel real till it starts. But you did it. You stood fast. You stomped them feet. You pulled up them big girl pants and you said, I am not backing down. Because this is what he needs. And you did it. Oh no, Kirsty. What's to do? Anything I can help with? You do all know about my side hole. Maybe I shouldn't say that one. If anybody remembers the side business, you'll get it. So, no, I'm making a list of missing stuff from the minute. Oh, bless you, so. I swear to God, you need to just calm down a bit, babe. Yeah? And once you calm, I will discuss next steps. But you're not seeing clearly right now, so we're not discussing next steps until you see clearly, okay? Laura, you've blown my week away. Yeah. William got his bazooka out just for you, Laura. Bazooka, that's Baruka. I'm gonna say you're a Baruka, it's just not coming to my head. Oh, my days. Whoops. Nothing different to usual, pointless AR, nothing done on the working document. What's the point? Really, what is the point? What is the point? Is the working document starting to form somewhat like it needs to, or are they still not doing anything good? That's a question I posed to Kirsty. You're in the hot seat. So that's me told. That certainly is you told. Definitely. They haven't done anything yet. Oh, for goodness sake, Kirsty. I come to your next meeting with you and tell them what to do. I'm good at that. Don't tell me what to do, but I can certainly tell you what to do. Says big finger. Oh dear. Oh my dear. Did I call my snakes? Ooh. Whoops. The thing is, you're all seeing me on screen doing it now, you know, messing about with my fidgets. I do that in all my meetings, but nobody notices. Because I make it inconspicuous. Ha ha ha. No. Calm down, dear. Now I've got that thing. Calm down, dear. It's only a commercial. Sorry. We were looking at my version, tried to say it had too much detail and it's in the appendix. Oh, what a bloody excuse! What a blooming excuse! They've done that with Laura's. They said that with Laura's, and then they put some provision in section A. Yeah. It was a beautiful piece of artwork when I sent it back to Laura to send back. I don't normally do this, right? Because it's not really standard practice. Because of knowing Laura, I did it with my own child because I know Laura really well and I know my child really well. I knew, that in a detail what needed doing. So I literally have rewritten the plan. It was fun, wasn't it, Laura? I sent it to Kirsty. Well, where did they expect him? Is he going to go down to a swimming pool to do his English then? Don't want home putting, and he said it was too specific. I might try that one when they keep putting school in. No, it's too specific. No, it shouldn't say school, it's too specific. That's blown my mind a little bit. Need one of the emojis going. Perhaps. Exactly. Having one of them reads today. I have been up like literally all night though, because Harvey, hello Julie, waiting to see if they will put Harvey's sleep meds on rat cheese with his Elvans. So I'm waiting for them to. You're on top form, it's amazing. I'm honestly not. I'm running on caffeine. I'm running on Monster. I am absolutely exhausted, to be fair. I'm waiting for Harvey to see if. Oh, I need to think. Did you record it? Do you record it? She barely says anything in our meetings, but I don't think she's scared. Hey Kizzy! Sending love to you! I hope you recorded it, Kirsty. I really want to see someone and go at Charlotte. It's just funny, it'll be funny. Next time, take your dictaphone with you. And if you've got a dictaphone, buy one. Because it'd be fun. Julia, I don't understand how they're peeing around when it's their fault. They need to sort that shit out, Julia. Not your fault. Sorry for the language. I'm not actually sorry for the language, because that's just me. Julie Napier, you found that shoe. What shoe's that then? Have you been hopping around all day on one shoe? Mary, I'm slightly concerned now, as I had a meeting with FE placement for Ben, and they said they can need spoke to them yesterday to ask how B will be supported for the summer programme and also how the transition will look. Really strange that she tried to push me towards local college, which isn't very good, and said we are a small placement, so don't have a SEND department and don't have TAs in the class. Problem is, there isn't many, or if any, other suitable options, so feels like we will just have to give it a go and see if it works. But surely, as he has an EHCP, where's that gone? They should be getting funding to provide what he needs, which says one-to-one. What happens if they don't have a Senko? I'm not sure. They can't have a Senko. I thought all settings should have a Senkos. They've got to have somebody managing the Sen part. And they can't just point blank refuse because it's discrimination. That's a whole new ball game, that one, Mary. It is Mary, isn't it, that I'm talking to? Oh yeah, it is Mary. Sorry. I totally forgot who we're talking to then. That opens a whole different kind of worms there, dude. You can't not have a SEND department or anybody dealing with SEN. And like you say, if they're going to accept him, his EHCP and his funding, and his EHCP says one-to-one, they're getting funded to one-to-one, so... Hello? Read the plan. Read the fine print. No, don't read the fine print. You never know what it's going to say. Yes, Laura found the shoe. Ha! So no longer having to hop. Laura, personal use and all that. Well, not quite that much, Laura. She was just passing the book saying I was told to include info. The info that is made up. Oh, tell her to do one. Do one. You know the over there is Edit Stage left, Charlotte. Let's go. Julie, tell me about it. School phoned me earlier to say Leah had lost one of her shoes off her foot. I'd be a bit worried if it was a shoe off her foot hand, but yeah. Sorry, I'm in a really funny mood. Sorry. Behave. But how did she lose the shoe off her foot in school? Did she hide it? Was it a case of I've had enough of wearing shoes? So guess what? I'm going to hide it. Harvey used to do that when he was in nursery. When he didn't want to wear his glasses, he'd bury them in sandpit. So if he ever lost his glasses, you'd always find a staff member digging around in sandpit. Oh, and the solicitor represented that attender didn't talk, wasn't on the camera due to technical issues and did nothing bloody pointless. So you basically mean somebody turned up, said they had tech issues, didn't turn the camera on and never said a word, they just literally pretended to be there, is what that sounds like. Oh my days. Oh gosh. And I feel bad when I turn up and don't say more than a couple of words. Philly was trying to recycle them as sandmix glass. That's what you try and say. Mary, she also said they are having trouble recruiting supports. Everybody in the country is having that problem. It's because they don't pay them enough. TAs get paid like crap. Nothing surprises me anymore. Me neither. Including the fact that my husband's decided to pop up in this stream. Go away. Go away. Kirsty, yep. Mary, this is happening everywhere. They don't pay enough. They don't pay enough. They genuinely don't. TAs get paid pittance. Seriously, pittance. No, I want to know how to become a successful streamer. Well, you watching wrong person there. I can't tell you how to become a successful streamer. I just come in here, sit in front of the screen and do my shit. And as always, Philip Critchlow, act like an idiot, you know? You should just be yourself. That's it. Stop trying to be someone else and sit in front of the screen and act like the idiot you are, mate, and you'll get lots of streaming. Yeah, that's my tips for how to be a successful streamer to Philip Critchlow. Sorry. Els secondary school don't have a Senko recruited for September either. Wow. I wonder if they'll try and put I wonder if they'll try and push somebody to take over it. Philip, 17 views and it works. That's because, right, one thing different between me and you, Mr. Philip Critchlow, is that I actually put my heart and soul in work. I don't sit down at the computer forgetting about life and everybody else. So if you actually put some effort into life, you might become a successful streamer. Kirsty, that was talked about today. Said impossible to hire a mentor in HLS at 40 years. It's not financially viable for the staff. And said it would be if you paid them properly. Too right, Kirsty. Too right. If they paid them properly. Zoe, laughing. Laura, loving this. Julie Napier, marriage counselling. Fine. I will be more serious and go beyond. I'm talking on my coffee. Philip Critchlow, right? I'm going to get popcorn and sit and watch. Who wants to watch me with me? Because this will be some sort of comedy if Philip Critchlow's going to get off his ass and do something. No, we don't need marriage counselling. This is genuinely what we are like, day in, day out. I call him an up, but he goes, yeah, of course I am. And we're not arguing, we're not fighting. It's just who we are. I'm in. Cool. I get the popcorn. Toffee or sweet or salty? It has to be toffee or sweet. Can't stand salty. Who wants to eat salty popcorn? It's ugh. My wife is right. The wife's always right though. Salty. No, Laura, that's so wrong. So wrong. I might have to revoke his privileges there. Kick him out of the group. Kirsty salty. Nope, you're all wrong. Never salty. Never salty. Sweet. Julie! Perfect! Sweet! Right, okay. I do come on to answer questions, by the way, if anybody's watching and you've got an EHUPSN. It's not genuinely like this. Often. Let him sort t-shirts before you kick him out. Sort t-shirts before you kick him out. No, don't kick me. What about the social media and the jacket clothing line? I suppose he has his uses. I think he's coming upstairs right now. Oh no, that's Harvey. Hatch. That's my H. Yes, this. Wait, what? Oh, we're kicking Daddy out. Philip, it's Harvey's decision. Philip, you're screwed. Is it really that hard to make a decision whether we should kick Daddy out or not? Yeah.
No, it's bloody well.
He was impressed with my beard. Yeah, he was impressed with your beard. Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't kick him out. Is what I would say. But is he helping you or anything?
He is. He's helping me. He's supposed to be sourcing the t-shirts. And the social media side of things. Because he set us up on YouTube.
Never mind.
Is he staying?
Yes.
Is he actually got some use?
Yes.
Philip! You might want to record this. Harvey says you've actually got use.
Just not much.
Just not much. Harvey can sew the t-shirt. Oh dear. Oh, you're looking at different colours, Lindsay. Colours. I don't know. We're waiting for the suppliers.
What? I don't know why you've got my tutorial.
Your tutor, you want it back?
Yes.
We're waiting for suppliers to come back and approve the actual design. And then there'll be different, I don't know. Philip, is there going to be different colours? T-shirts. I know there's different products, it's not just t-shirts. Philip, what other products have you decided on? And there's also not just this t-shirt, there's another. That doesn't answer the question though, Philip. Is there going to be other colours, and what is it that you have actually asked them to provide?
There's one in the paper, should I put it in the paper?
If you want to, it's not switched on. Will it have details on? This one doesn't. What?
Right. The supplier we're using
Does it?
has different colours,
So there is different colours.
but it's the actual front logo design that we need to sort first. So
Yeah, it's that logo. Because obviously that logo is not going to look right on every colour. We need stationery.
you need to- it needs-
We need stationery, said Laura. So what have you put through as? There's,
Mom,
I don't know.
turned it on.
Right, I'm busy.
Just leave it.
T-shirts.
T-shirts, hoodies, a cup, coasters. I think we even put in plans for a fridge magnet.
So there's t-shirts, hoodies, cups, coasters.
There we go.
Fridge magnets.
Oh my god!
I was just shredded something and it made me jump.
Right, go back downstairs.
And there's another design that we haven't actually disclosed yet. So I need a pen. I'll have a look for some pens. I was surprised that you all wanted merch jazz, to be honest. I only bought the t-shirt to see how it'd look. And then it's just like, everybody wants it. What? Stop it. We have to try and be a bit serious. Oh, they want pens, they want notebooks, they want banners to hang outside schools and Ellis.
I was looking at posters, but apparently they're out of stock of those at the moment.
Alright, okay. So, whatever we come out with first, there's always the opportunity that we might get more other stuff in. I'm busy, Harvey, now, please.
I could make a poster.
You could make a poster, okay. Once approved the items can... Philip!
Yeah?
Have you just tapped?
I just what?
You're here,
Yeah.
and someone says once approved the items can.
Oh yeah, I wrote that about 5 minutes ago.
Or someone's just clicked send downstairs. William.
William!
Cups for meetings, oh that's a good idea. Good idea. I'm gonna call William sending messages through his dad's thingy on his dad's PC downstairs. God, this house is descended into chaos. Okay,
You
yeah.
want to know something?
What, darling?
When I said we shouldn't ban Dad, I meant the other thing. We should.
Laura said she wants a poster off Harvey.
Um,
Kirsty is summoning, he's been up all night and now overtired, I'll try and get back. That's why he's behind me, because he's been up near enough all night, haven't you, Harvey? Yes. I know you can't help it.
one thing that I can say
What?
is we've got to try and find some education for wall paper. Then I can draw on it
Okay.
and make it a window like a
But yeah, once approved, we can edit the items that it can be sold with less issues. Yeah, perfect.
William!
Hello, Wills!
What?
God, you're getting full family tonight.
What, Mum? What, Mum? Why did you say we're done, Poppy?
Because you well done for being
This
so
is my William Adeo!
Hi!
One of my babies.
Yeah.
You've also got another thing.
What? A wolf.
Could
Good.
it? Mum,
Yeah.
His name is.
you didn't tell me
I forgot.
you
It's
didn't tell me that you've got t-shirts.
It's Tokyo. Name
There you go.
Tokyo. Name
I want
Tokyo.
to. No, I want one.
Do you want one?
Yeah.
Wait till Daddy's gets
Its
approved
name's
and then we'll order you one.
Tokyo.
Seriously.
Name's Tokyo.
Why not?
I could seriously get
Name's
you.
Tokyo.
I could seriously wear an education in for all.
If you would like to wear an education for all
What's your question?
t-shirts.
Can I get one of those posters?
Mum.
Do you want to know why?
Okay, I'll make one.
Right, okay.
No, Harvey.
Right, okay. Harvey, wait a minute. Why do you want an education for all poster?
So I can put it up in our room.
In there? Okay.
I like it.
Laura says, hi, William.
Hi, Laura.
Okay, I guess I'm making two posters now.
No.
I'm the one making the posters.
How?
Mum's either gonna find a colour in, and if she can't find one, I'll just make it myself.
Right, are you just going to go and play for a bit, please?
I've got nothing to do.
Go on, I know your dad. Both of you.
What should we annoy him about?
Oh yeah. Go swap him with a piece of chicken.
What?
Go swap him with a piece of chicken.
But we don't have a piece of chicken.
Go and slap him with a piece of chicken.
Yes.
Chicken nuggets.
Yep. Your ideas are weird, by the way.
You do realise he's watching this?
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad. I didn't say anything, Mum, Barney.
No, dude, not so much.
Wait, where is he?
Banning, quit before he has our other ideas.
Right, just go on.
How about we make a poster called "Leave My Dad Alone"? Leave me and please put my dad away.
Put your dad away. Why are you sending him to prison now?
No, I want to put him in. I want to put him in the freezer.
Oh, God. Right. Toddler. Toddler.
Wait, I forgot about it. Fine.
Go on.
Oh, shit.
Steph, I picked Jay up from school at 3:30 on Monday as a TA literally carried him out the office and said he had an headache at 2 p.m. and looks no colour. Yet he didn't call me again. He didn't even walk to the car. Fell straight to sleep. Had a temper of 30. I wouldn't be happy either. I wouldn't be happy either, Steph. That's school.
Steph is in Seth.
No, not Seth. Steph.
Oh, so not the person I got a letter from.
No, this is Steph, my friend, who you're going to meet in Birmingham, one of them.
Okay.
Okay. And Laura.
I've got a leash for the dog.
Okay, right, go and play.
I've got to find a leash.
Just go, please.
Anything in this room at the moment?
No, there isn't. Go on, please. Sorry about that. Chaos literally did descend on us all then, didn't it? So, any questions? Or have I lost you all from the chaos? Osmond's getting annoyed and also I think his dad's
Mechanical's fucking
by the way.
It's mechanical fucking annoying.
Go on then. Hi Heidi, I totally agree. Don't be sorry, it's lovely. It's lovely. The crack has a lot of them. Fit in as a house though, that's the point. We're all the same. Trust me, I do my fair share. You do your fair share of annoying the kids, not the kids annoying you, mate. Big difference there. What a wild night. Honestly, Zoe, this is what my house is like 24/7. Wait till the elder starts coming and lecturing you about his latest. Honestly. Phil, she's laughing at your face. You know, this famous phrase, there's nothing as funny as your face. That's what we all say to my husband, by the way. And he knows. Where is he? I haven't had a good chat for ages. Where is he? He's in his bedroom, I think. It's tucked to being awake all night and up all day, which means during the night he's a pain in the arse. He might be 19, but he still keeps the whole pissing house awake. I've not seen his face, but I may have to see click his throat. Oh dear, don't do that, Ada. You don't want to do that. You scare yourself to death.
I don't know how to annoy Dad.
Just go and have a debate about something that your dad thinks is right and you think's wrong, and then you'll soon annoy him. You know he don't like being wrong. What? It's the easiest way to annoy your dad. Go and beg him to play Fortnite. No? You don't want to, bloody hell. Phil, quick, you don't want to. You don't have to play Fortnite. How lucky are you, Philip? For the first time in how long? Anybody got any questions? We've been on here a while. Yes, I want to know Fortnite. You know I need to cat shout, you know. I'll take your freaking cat wax off, you know. Any questions, or are we going to leave it for an early night? Never. Questions? Anybody want to answer questions? How long do I give them till I chase? Or pushing it? He's always pushing it though, you don't know how to not push it. How long do I give them till I chase? A week. I won't give them much more than a week. I've rewrote the damn thing for them. All they need to do is finalise it. Vicky, hi. Can I ask when an EP would assess? Is it just schoolwork? I've had an assessment and not feeling hopeful. No, it's not just schoolwork. The EP should assess, do an all-round assessment, to be honest. Social, emotional and all that kind of stuff. I would expect them to assess, do a holistic. When a child gets an EHCP, how long does it take to change on the hub? Honestly, I couldn't tell you. Every single LA works differently, and some do it quicker than others. Good evening, Amy. You've come at the same time of the evening. The madness has stopped. And Philip, there's 20 of you in now. That's how you stream. You just be yourself. Steph, let's have a bet. Jay gets a yes to assess or not next week.
Mom, we've got to play Anthem.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I feel like it's a beanbag.
They're never going to say to us, say yes, Steph. That'd just be far too easy. They're a nightmare, and I'm always going to have to deal with him now. Sadly, that is the case.
Who is?
Somebody's on about the local authority. Or you could get to the situation I'm in now. Get everything your children need, and then they stop talking to you. Because they don't like you.
No.
That's one way to do it.
I love you.
I love you too, dude.
I love you, Mom.
No, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. I love you more. Trust me, I do. But yeah, mine now do not respond to none of my emails. They don't even send me letters.
Beanbag.
I think yes, the school will have told them you have independent involved. Yeah, I found that way with autism learners and now lack of support. They always say always been lack of support, or will always be lack of support for failure. So I always find it really interesting how they tell you, you know, early what do they call it now? Early intervention and stuff is always best. Yeah, when you go and and you end up getting an autistic diagnosis, and then all of a sudden,
What's this mic thing do?
what?
This mic. Look.
It's a pen.
It's a mic.
It's not a mic. Can you shush? I'm actually busy. But
I need the banners.
banners.
Come here.
Oh, you'll have to wait.
Oh.
No such thing as early intervention. I know this. I'm trying to get my words out. I know there's no such thing as early intervention, but I'm saying that's what they say, don't they? And then they tell you to go and get an autistic diagnosis, and you get your autistic diagnosis, and next minute you know, guess what? Every door's closed on you again. And this time they use the excuse not that you haven't got a diagnosis, but that you are autistic. Therefore, you don't need support because you're autistic. Hi Lindsay. Hi Lindsay. It always feels weird to do that. I sent my old LA my verdict of the sort of information they provided and explained the problems with the site and how I felt that a lot of information emails have been conveniently left out. I emailed the LA regarding this 2 weeks ago, but I've had no response to my email regarding my concerns. What should I do next, or do I do an email to take this further? RCO. I would go to RCO, Lindsay, or tell the local authority that they've got another 5 working days to sort the shit out and get the stuff to you. And then if they don't do that, you will have no choice but to go to the RCO. Yes, dude. Alright, okay. Hillary. My child has been out of school for most of this year. I've written to the LA asking for an alternative given the 15-day rule thing, but they have said the only thing they can offer is hospital at home tuition if a consultant says so. Is that right? What types of other things could... I've written another letter to ask for an EHCP. They can offer all sorts. They can offer farming school, they can offer equine therapy, animal therapy. Honestly, the world's your oyster, and they can offer it. It doesn't have to be in the home necessarily. It might be in an alternative placement, an alternative provision. They can send tuition on. No, they don't need a consultant to say that your child needs tuition at home. The law that incites alternative provision is actually Section 19 of the Education Act 1996, and the words are...
The people that are coming with us want to know the poster.
Yeah.
Alright, so how many people are they coming?
2.
Alright, so 1 piece of paper.
So basically, what they should be doing... Section 19 of the Education Act 1996 basically says that a child should have alternative provision when they're too ill to attend school for 15 days consecutive or otherwise. So the word otherwise means that whether they're ill or not, you know, for any reason at all, a child is not in education for 15 days or 15, that, you know, it doesn't have to be 15 consecutive days, then they have a duty to provide alternative provision. 99% of local authorities will throw it back at you saying you need medical evidence. Now, when it comes to medical evidence, when you look at the coding register, the government guidance on coding registers, Section I actually states that they shouldn't be asking for medical evidence unless there's doubt upon the, you know, whether the child's really ill or not, whether the parents are just saying it or whatever. And medical evidence comes in the form of letters from doctors, obviously, but appointment cards, prescriptions. So there's nothing, absolutely nothing stating that you have to have a letter stating that a child cannot attend school or is not able to attend school. It's very true. It's just like, yeah, now you're alone, now deal with it. It's true. Kirsten, how long after receiving a draft EHCP should the LA take to finalise if they've dragged this out for months now and keep saying they're looking for suitable provision even though they've put we've put plenty to them? So they should be finalising as soon as practically possible now, if you sounds like you're well over your 20 weeks deadline. If they are being pains in the butts and they are refusing to actually finalise and they say it's because they're looking for provision, ask them to finalise with a type, whether it's mainstream or specialist on it. Ask them to do that immediately. And explain to them that by not doing so, they are actually what do they call it now? Basically denying your rights of appeal in a timely fashion. So they need to finalise, then at least you can submit an appeal if you need to. Lindsay says, thank you, Lindsay. You're welcome. I'm glad I've only got one child. You do, I don't know how you do it. Any tips? Being me. I'm neurodivergent. My kids are very similar to me, to be honest. You know, daft as a brush. Have similar profiles, to be fair. I have 3 boys, all with neurodivergent profiles. My eldest is 19 and he's autistic ADHD. Middle child is 9 and he's autistic PDA. My youngest is 8, he's autistic PDA ADHD. My husband is autistic and more than likely inattentive ADHD. I am autistic PDA ADHD, and then we also have a mix of sensory processing difficulties, dyslexia, dyscalculia. Yeah. I should run a clinic from home just from the amount of things we've learnt about being us. How long does it take to receive the draft? So, by week 16 they should tell you if they're going to issue or not. And then they should issue the draft as soon as practically possible, because you need your 15 days to, at least 15 days to comment. They also need to give 15 days to schools that they consult with, and they're supposed to finalise by week 20. So as soon as they tell you that they're going to issue a draft, it should basically be flinging into your inboxes as soon as possible. You know, I'd say days, even though that's not how it works most of the time. Do you know much about Nudge? Hillary says. I've not heard of Nudge, Hillary. It's new when I made that. It could just be that it's just named something different to where I am, though. One thing you find is that up and down the country, people call things different. Depending. Vicky, can I just ask, someone asked me, the LA put an unsuitable school on the HCP. School said couldn't meet need, but LA have pushed it. They believe they will get fined if they don't go, as it's named in the plan. She is appealing but doesn't want to get fined. Can they fine her? No, not really. Can't force her to send her to a school that she believes that can't meet need. The school itself said that they can't meet need. Only thing that she might find is that she doesn't get anything at all to support her. And she's just going to have to wing it until she gets to tribunal. It's the easiest way to get there. If you are going to start pushing for alternative provisions and stuff, they might start suggesting fines and prosecutions and stuff like that, but they shouldn't do. Like I said, they can't force you to send your child to a school that cannot meet needs, and the school themselves have said they can't meet need. Laura, I'd love to homeschool as she struggles mainstream, but due to being her dad's full-time carer, I can't. They know I won't manage, so they just put her back to mainstream. Appeal it, honestly, appeal it. Does she have an EHCP? What does it say in the EHCP? Is there anything to stipulate and show that mainstream can't meet needs? Have you looked at the mainstream school policies? Are they adaptable for her needs? Them kinds of things. Kirsten John says thank you. Amy says, oh, what madness did I miss? We'll have to go back and watch it now. You'll have to go back and watch it now. You met everybody but the eldest. The husband came, William came, Harvey came. Leon, I'm having a nightmare with my daughter's school recently. ASD diagnosis. Found school really difficult. Asked school to help with AHP and they said I'd be better off doing it as there is an 18 months wait. There isn't an 18 months waiting list. They're talking a load of crop, whatever you want to call it. They can't be, because as soon as you or the school send in EHE needs assessment request, the local authority have 6 weeks to decide whether they're going to do assessment or not. There cannot be an 18-month waiting list. It's just not right. I would do it yourself though. It sounds like the school just fobbing you off. You do tend to find that the school that parental requests are actually done more sorry, have word finding difficulties, everybody, to add to the my list of difficulties. So yeah, that's why you get a lot of I can't remember my words, but yeah, right, so what am I saying now? Oh my god. Oh, parental submissions, yeah. Parents are not made to jump through as many hoops as schools are, and the schools are made to, you know, cut more red tape by the local authorities, and they do tend to toe the line, whereas those parents think, I can read the legislation, that's not what it says. Follow the law, mate. Hi there. No wonder you all manage so much alike, and thanks. Yeah, we honestly we have our good days where we're like this and we're all like, but honestly there's also the days where it's probably disastrous and it's all pew, you know, our head with where it's going psh. Imagine 5 of them going off at once. Meltdown Central. Kirsten says my daughter uses Nudge, they are really good. I don't, that sounds good. I don't know what Nudge is, so. Amy says family business participation, yeah, a bit like that. Although Harvey said we have to kick Dad out, Phil, which is their dad, out of the family business, Amy. And we're talking about how funny his face is. Hillary, it's not being able to go into school enough to say school cannot meet their needs. You literally cannot go into the building. We think PDA waiting assessment. Yes and no. You need to try and you pinpoint why. So one of the goodest things they did with my youngest, which I thought was brilliant, was to get a schematic, a blueprint of the school building. And they've got red, where they colour parts of the school building in which they find is just impossible and difficult and they hate. Oranges they can, tolerate at certain times, certain points, or a little bit. Green is absolutely fine. And I found it interesting because he just literally got a red crayon and coloured the whole building in red, and I think it showed how much the bricks and mortar in itself was the issue, how the dynamics and setup of the school is. Woohoo! Sorry, I was coming to show me his progress on this poster. So yeah. It is enough evidence to provide that obviously there's a reason why he's not attending school and needs aren't being met, but you need to put that in words into context, and you need professionals to sort of start knitting together why that is happening, what is happening, and building up that picture to build up reasons why exactly, if that makes sense. Laura Blake, just got the mainstream final plan, but there's a lot, and I even had to pay extra to keep her there. Most of her day is one-to-one taken away from her class. She uses wheelchair part-time, and her class is upstairs, so teacher in front and behind supporting her. It's all a joke, really. There's no such thing as a mainstream final plan, love. Someone's having you on there. If you ping me the plan and any documents you've got, I'll have a quick nip through it and see if it's something that can be done for now, or whether it's something that needs more evidence to support it, if that makes sense. Hillary, that's a good plan. He says the safest place is toilets. That's sad. Honestly, it's really insightful. It was a part of the emotionally school-based avoidance practice and guidelines, and it was booklet that we went through, and that was one part of it. And then we have these other parts where asking questions about difficulties during the day, like crowds, people, friends, schoolwork, and it helped to build up this massive picture. And it took some doing. We only did tiny little sections because my boy is PDA, and trust me, it took me hours to do these tiny little sections of it anyway. But the actual document in itself, for a child that is able to sit down and wants to try and articulate what is going on, and it is a fantastic document. Like I said, can be a bit big, and there's a primary in my area anyway, there's a primary and a secondary version of it. You'd have to look in your areas to see if there's anything similar to that framework, but I do know it's been rolled out across the country, is the framework eventually. Laura says Laura Blake will I'd recommend Lindsay getting a look at a plan. Oh, I'll try to do that. I'm useless for computers. Oh, bless you, Laura. Bless you. My eldest was like this, Hillary. Laura says it's sad how many of them are. Laura, Hillary's asking how old they are now. It is really sad at how many children do find places like toilets as a safe place. And I suppose during lesson time, obviously during breaks and lunch times, there's other children in and out. But during lesson time, I suppose it's the one place people don't really think to look. So yeah, I can actually understand and get to grips with why toilets would be the safest place. I used to hide in my library, me. Oh, bless you, Hillary. I used to hide in the library. And if I went to the library, hiding in the library, we had two versions of computer room. We had the computer room, which was to do with the class, the ICT class. And then we had a computer room that was for the whole school to be able to access, which was the next room to the library, and I was in one of those. Leanne, yeah, my daughter's safe place toilets where she is every time she phones or texts to say she can't cope. And another thing as well, it's the only place they feel they can phone or text, because if they get spotted with their phones, they're going to be in trouble. They're in trouble, aren't they? Or they get the phones whipped away from them. which is wrong. You know, I fully understand if a child's abusing having a phone around and messing around with it and has it switched on in class and stuff like that. I get that. But I do think sometimes they should allow the children to have a phone on them, so then if they are in that situation where they're overwhelmed and they cannot cope and they cannot tell anybody in the vicinity, they can at least ring up or call someone who they can speak to, who they are comfortable and confident with. Hilary, I home educated him in the end from year 8 to 11. He's now waiting on a new college placement. I didn't get his EHC till he was 17 and he's 20 now. Hilary, we can help you. We most certainly can. Most certainly can. My experience of my education, but more my experience of a parent with SEN children and what we've been through as a family, not just what the kids have been through in school, you know, the accusations, everything that has happened to me in the last, I was going to say 4 years, but if I'm honest, it's been going on since Josh was 5, so I'm looking at like 14, 15 years, is the reason why I sit here and do this job. You know, I want to help as many children as possible to reach that greatness that they all are. It'd be lovely to see a massive shift in the education system, so then it's such a natural thing that every child gets to show the greatness they are, and we start realising that we're not that draconian system anymore, and we're not churning out people for factories anymore, that we're actually here and we're actually developing into a very diverse human race. And we all have different wants, we all have different needs, we all have different interests. We are all skilled at different things. Therefore, when it comes out at the end of it, we all do different jobs. Therefore, why should we spend the first 16 years of our life being forced to do the same as everybody else? It makes no sense to me. Life doesn't make no sense, though, does it? Sorry. Yes, I'm weird, if you didn't know that already. Laura, having my elder struggle so much has made my fight more for my younger two. It's not easy, but we know them best. I agree, totally. I absolutely agree. You know, I've got my kids because they think we are sheep. Because they think we are sheep. True? They do think we are sheep. My boys honestly have one of the best schools I've ever known. I love their school. When my daughter had her assessment, one of the things they said was their school needs to get a better understanding of autistic children. I don't even think it's just autistic. I think it's neurodivergent children in general. And I think it's also starting to develop that level of thinking that perhaps not even just neurodivergent, but even neurotypical people are all different. Hi Lucy, hope you're well. How are you doing today? But even neurotypical children are different, you know. That phrase, one size fits all, it's never going to happen, is it? Never going to happen. I might get one thigh in it if I'm lucky. Now you know what I mean. One size never fit all. I think as children in general, everything is so outdated. I agree. And that's why the education system was set up to churn out factory workers, to churn out people that obeyed and did as they're told. You weren't supposed to think for yourself, you know. You weren't supposed to have ideas. You weren't supposed to be these great people. Hello, has anyone ever had any treatment covered for auditory? That's a really difficult one to get. There is some things that can be done for auditory processing. There's some adaptations, there's special speakers in the finger, there's special fit hearing aids. It does tend to be one of the rarer things that is done. Kate is who I'm talking to. And it can be included in EHCPs, but like I said, it is not one of the things that you might see generalised strategies, but you don't see any of the specific, more tailored strategies to anybody that's actually got because seeing official diagnosis of auditory processing is not very regular, to be fair. Lucy, I'm taking a break from looking at all the LA paperwork. I don't blame you. I absolutely don't blame you. It's actually interesting because if you all know me from my previous job role, was when I went through my last tribunals with my kids. So I had Harvey's tribunal in the January, which was adjourned to the March. And both times when I've come out of tribunal, I've not been able to face anything about my kids or my kids, but I've jumped straight into work. I've jumped straight back into looking at other kids' EHCPs and other kids' paperwork and stuff like that. Because that's what helping the others helped me to move past what I was dealing with, and that is and still always will be my coping mechanism. Leanne Thompson, very true. Kate says thank you, you're very welcome. Somebody, Vonnie's tagged somebody. We are getting up to the end of the live. It's been an interesting one. It's been a busy one actually, which I like. I like it when you all come and talk to me. I like doing the lives, to be honest. If you'd all known me 18 months ago, you'd have never seen this. This would have never happened. I wouldn't have been this woman dancing around and screaming like an idiot with my fidgets and all that lot. Not giving a care in the world. But you know what? I wouldn't change it now. Wouldn't change it at all. And me. Have I missed one? Hey, I answered that one. Did you not hear my answer, Vicar? No, she didn't have to make him go to school. And the school and her are saying, don't feel that they can meet needs, so they can't force her. She might just have to, like I say, support him till he gets through tribunal. Because if you do start looking at alternative provision, that's usually when they get a bit pushy and start whinging about, think of words, lack of education and not being in school. Lucy, you truly are amazing. You're always support. Lucy, I'm me. I am me, as the phrase goes. For all of you that don't know, I'm PDA. I don't do very well with praise. So my usual response is, I'm me. I'm just me. I'm just me doing what me does. I agree, helping others does help. It does. Helping others helps me too, says Laura. Yep. Linda, this is why I'm struggling to get a secondary school for my daughter due to the outdated education system and no special schools being in my area. See, either mainstream or special schools are so very complex. She seems to fall between the cracks and nothing seems to meet her needs. Well, Lindsay, we will find something. By hook or by crook, we will get there. Even if it means that you've got to admit defeat and she's going to have the aortis. And don't panic, if we do have to go down the aortis, we will make sure she has got plenty of social. Where there's a will, there's a way. We'll get it, honestly. My whims speak for themselves just lately, to be fair. And that's not me. I've not got a big head. I'm not blowing my own trumpet. I'm just saying, I don't need to say nothing other than just look around the page. And I'm not here to... Another thing as well, I don't take over. I'm not one of them advocates. I'm an advocate who's here to stand behind you and hold you up and help you to shout from the rooftops what you need. And what your child needs, obviously. Or family, whatever. You know what I mean? Right, I'm going anyway. It was lovely speaking to you all. If you need any support, just message me, email me on hello@educationforall.uk. We also have the website at educationforall.uk. We have our Education for All group, which is free to join. Next week, on the 20th, we have our next instalment of webinars, which is all about around the draft plans, checking them, what to look out for, woolly words, that kind of thing. Once I start making the slides, I'll decide whether I'm going to do it as a full or a two-parter, because I don't want it to be too lengthy and too much for you. And when you are doing and looking at draft plans, it can be quite full on. But yeah, if you need anything, just go, help, and I'll come to your rescue. Honestly, I'm an idiot sometimes. I say sometimes, but I know I am all the time. But love you all. See you all soon, and it's been a lovely evening with you. Good night.